get the video.
I've got a fun book that I'm going to be sharing with you today. It's called The Top Job. This book is set in New York City.
New York.
New York. Raise your hand if you know where New York is.
I went a trip to New York City.
You took a trip all the way to New York City?
Is that a different state?
It is in a different state. It's in the northeastern part of the country. Let me
It's
show
so
you.
cool over there.
You recognize this, don't you?
That was Texas.
That was Texas.
That where I
You
live.
used to live in Texas?
This is what the Texas spot looks like.
You live in Oklahoma? I do too. So does everybody in this class.
Hey, Shelly, you don't have your glasses on. April Fools.
This is Athena. This is Oklahoma. New York is all the way up here. Olivia? That's right. That's right. Do you remember that? That's right. Olivia. This is the United States of America, Emma. This is the country we live in. This is Oklahoma. New York is all the way up here. Olivia and I used to live in Massachusetts, and we drove down to Delaware, and on the way, we saw the Statue of Liberty. Tuka, did you get a chance to see the Statue of Liberty when you visited New York? You did? Fantastic.
And the night New York looked like so cool.
Oh, wow.
How gave us the Statue of Liberty? I used to see that.
For those of you that haven't seen a picture of the Statue of Liberty, or who haven't had a chance to see it in real life, this is the Statue of Liberty.
I know what it looks like, but I've never seen it.
Athena, raise your hand if you have something to say, okay? London, maybe you can't see it from where you're sitting, but these little teeny tiny things at the bottom of the picture are people. This picture gives you a sense for how big the Statue of Liberty is, huh? This statue, that's right, you can go up there. This statue is so big, it's actually a building. You can go right up into it. And in fact, the man and the little girl, the man and the little girl in the book that we're going to hear today go all the way up to the tippity top of the Statue of Liberty. They go up into that center. Sam, what do you have to share, huh?
I want to go up there. What if someone
Boys and girls, let's show Sam some respect and let her share.
I see the American flag behind it.
Oh, the American flag. Like the Statue of Liberty, the American flag is another really important symbol.
Yes.
Yes.
It means that we...
Chase, stay where you are. Go ahead.
What's that?
Oh, that is a great question. This is another
Not that.
really... Oh, honey, that's another book. You can take a look at it later during checkout. You know, in addition to the Statue of Liberty, I also wanted to show you the Empire State Building. Sam and Emma, eyes up here, please. The Empire State Building at one time was the biggest building in the United States. You can tell from this picture just how big it is, how big and tall.
What is that thing on the very top of it?
What is this thing on the very top of it?
Yeah.
I think it's an antenna. I think it's some kind of a radio antenna. We're going to read about it in this story. Brianne?
What's that?
This?
No, the other way.
This?
No.
Why don't you come up here and show me?
What is that?
This right here? That's, oh, this looks like maybe part of the Statue of Liberty building. Okay. All right, Athena, are you ready to hear this story?
I want to tell you.
Go ahead.
I know what the Statue of Liberty looks like, but I never seen it.
You know what it it looks like, but you've never had a chance to see it in real life? Well, maybe someday. And let's take another look at our map. Athena, if you ever have a chance to drive up there, you can see from this map that that will be quite a long drive home.
How much days will it take you to get there?
How many days? Probably about 3 days if you drove, but just a few hours if you took an airplane.
Or jet. Yeah. Or helicopter.
All right.
I
Boys and girls, you can stay facing the screen for story time. I'm going to go ahead and project our story.
Wow. It's really blurry a little.
I know. So you have to use the
I can see the light. Can you shut off the light? Can you shut off the light, please?
I'm not going to shut it off because if I shut off the light, our video camera's not going to be able to pick this up. The title of this book is The Top Job. I know what you're talking about, Marcello, but I'm going to leave them on, okay? The Top Job. And the author of this book is Elizabeth Cody Kimmel. This book is illustrated by Robert Newbecker. Who wants to remind us what an author does? Gabby.
They write the picture.
Good guess. The author writes the story and the illustrator draws the pictures. That's right. Top
Sorry, I
job.
was watching steak.
Career day. On class day, Mrs. Feeney asked her students to stand up in class and talk about their parents' jobs. Emma Sweetpaw said her dad was a UFO hunter. She said he used a 2-ton telescope to search the sky for flying saucers and a giant satellite to receive alien transmissions. Elizabeth O'Malley asked if Emma's dad had introduced her to any real-life space aliens.
What's a dad? Big.
She said no, but she did get to see a meteor shower. Elizabeth O'Malley said her mom was a jeweler. Elizabeth got to hold diamonds, rubies, and emeralds while her mom made a tiara for the Princess of Polonica. Aidan Draper asked if Elizabeth got to meet the princess. She said no, but she did get to see a very pretty woman trying on her engagement ring. Aidan Draper said his mom was... Aidan Draper said his mom was a NASCAR driver. He went to the speedway and got to watch the race from a very special booth for very special people. I asked Aidan if his mom let him try on the flame-proof jumpsuit. He said no, but he did get to wear her helmet on the way home. When it was my turn, I stood up in front of the class and said that my dad changed light bulbs. Aidan Twister said, boring! And he laughed so hard he popped the top button off his pants. Mrs. Feeney told Anthony to put his head down on his desk. Then she said we were out of time for career day talks and asked the class to get up spelling is spectacular. But I wasn't finished yet, so I didn't sit down or get out my spelling book. I stayed where I was and kept on talking. I said that my dad had changed light bulbs just last weekend. He let me go along to help. We had to get up very early because it would take most of the day. I know. Then we took a bus, a train, and a subway just to get to the building where the light bulb needed changing. And getting to the building was only the beginning. I helped him put on his work stuff next, just as usual. A hard hat with a light attached, leather gloves with cut-off fingers, and sticky-bottomed climber boots. And coveralls with his name sewed right on the front. He had a special bag clipped onto his harness to hold the new light bulb. It's about the size of our beagle's head, but 620 watts.